Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM22 Youth Factory. We're on episode 39. This is probably the most important match of the season. Our direct competition for the promotion playoff spot, which is second place. Well, it's between us and Sandefjord. Now, we've only played 14 out of 26 matches. There's a lot of time still to go, but the direct head-to-head comes down to this. This is the last time we played them this season. We did beat them the first time we played them comfortably through quick sim. It was 5-1 in the second match of the season. If we can do something similar today, as in claim 3 points anyway, regardless of scoreline, then we will be set, really well set to get that second place in the league for more than one reason. Not just the 3 points that would give us advantage in that head-to-head against Sandefjord, to give us that potential tiebreaker. Not that that is a major concern. It's more about us getting 3 points and them getting 0 on that particular match day. But we also have two, as Bergum goes pretty close there, 2 games in hand compared to them. At the moment, as they played midweek, they are ahead of us. So they currently sit second. We are 1 point behind in third. But again, we have 2 games in hand. 2. So even after today, we'll still have those 2. Now, if we're trailing by 4 points, those two games in hand mean a whole lot less. If we're trailing by 1, those 2 games in hand are still looking pretty good. But if for some reason we get a win, and that's deflected here, but we're still inside. Extra pass to Lovas. That was so close. If we're able to claim a win and have a 2-point lead and 2 games in hand, you start to like our chances a bit. Still almost half a season to play, though, so a lot can change. But you can see just from that simple math how big of an impact today's game will have, because of that direct connection between us and them. Oh, dangerous free kick, and he nails it. That was a perfect ball. I think that scraped the inside of the side net. That's how well placed that thing was. No, not quite scraping the inside, but that goes just inside the post into that back corner. Nothing Sabani can do there. First shot. 25 minutes played. We've had 5 attempts. We've been all over them. And thanks to a free kick in a dangerous position, they finally get their first attempt, and we're banging it off the woodwork. They go an inch away from the woodwork and score. 0.03 XG. And we trail. All we need to do is get shots on target at this point, is how it's looking, because we've had 6 attempts and only 1 on target. Come on, where's the recovery? Oh. There it is. Good header away. That was a dangerous position. They're looking more dangerous now than they were. Getting that goal has woken them up a little bit. So unlucky. We get the block, but then it goes straight to the feet of the other man, and they make it 2 without having done anything in this match. Get the block in, and then it just goes back to Wallagelli. Oh, this time Sabani makes a great save. He put that ball in nearly the same place, upper corner, just a little bit off the corner, though, along the crossbar. Lovas cross to Bergum. Bergum can't get on the end of it. 3 defenders, 1 of them able to rise up and head that away. Oh, terrible, terrible defending on that one, as Severede was beaten quite comfortably. Fortunately, he missed his shot. Otherwise, we'd be trailing by 3 in a game that we've dominated. Ouch. Really, really ouchy kind of stuff to be so in control and then have it flip in an instant. Until this moment, it was, 95% us, and yet we were down 1-0. And then, out of nowhere, they grabbed goal number 2 and then took control of the match. Stern talking to. Team fired up other than Sabani. Let's see how they fare in the second half. Bergum. Oh, that was a nice ball for Lovas, but Lovas didn't read that it was coming. Reacted too late, by the way. We are one starter down as Pena goes close. That's your backup who is in place of Andreasen. Andreasen out on yellow card accumulation. That happened during that last match, during the previous episode. Spaghetti-O. They got their third. We are going to have to do some sort of change, even though we were comfortably in control. It's clearly not going that way now. Haukeberg on a yellow and a 6.3. Already coming up on an hour. We're going to lose today. That is so frustrating to come out and play so well and then have some bad luck. And then the other team just get lifted by it. But that's the sport. It happens. Trust me, I'm on the team that's usually on the losing end, but we get some of those wins, and it just comes from one moment. The other teams had 20 shots, and I'm back there as the center back, desperately shutting it down, blocking it between the goalkeeper and I, keeping the scoreline level. Arsand tired. Calzi, they want to sub. Haukeberg's yellow is definitely worrying. Bad giveaway there. Definitely not the tactics that we're supposed to be playing. Woolley is tired. Maybe we just need to concede defeat here. 10 minutes. We're not going to get... Maybe we are. Al with the goal. Is it too little too late? That's the worrying part. If we only needed one, you'd say there's a chance. Can we scrape a point from down 3? They say corner. I think that should have been a goal kick. I didn't see anybody on the end of that, but okay. Nobody gets on the end of that one. We do retrieve the ball after that bright start. We've been flat for more than a half, but we're alive now. Bergam. Oh, he lays it off for Al, and Al blasts it too high. Al needs to be point-blank range to get his shots on target. And that one was not to be. Stoppage time, that's going to do it. We are going to lose the points today, so that means we're going to have some work to do down the stretch if we are going to be a true contender in this one. Sandefjord and us end up splitting on the season, each winning at home. But this is going to be a challenge for us now. The good news, though, is despite this loss, we are 4 points behind with 2 games in hand, meaning a win and a draw from those 2, and we are back to level. And goal differential still favors us in the head-to-head. I don't believe it favors us, though, on paper for the season. And no, I assumed correctly that the goal differential favored Sandefjord. They are +8 compared to us, so that's one thing we're going to have to watch out for. Not only do we need to get those 4 points out of our 2 games in hand, but we've got quite a bit to overcome when it comes to the goal differential. So realistically, we need 5 points or more. We're going to need to finish ahead of them on points. So we probably need 2 wins from those 2, but we just need wins, period, as we go throughout the remainder of this season. Let's go ahead and push forward a little bit. Let's get the next few games played and see where we're at. But I will stop for key games. Maybe Kristiansund, Bottle Glimt. We need to be active on those because we need to get maximum points kind of along the way and not just take points against the easy sides if we are going to gain promotion this season. If not, if it's not to be, it's not to be. But you could definitely tell we are inching closer and closer to that battle over these last couple of seasons. Really not a good month of August for us so far, 3 weeks in. Following our loss to Sandefjord at the end of July, we've claimed 1 win, 1 draw out of 3 matches, so just 4 points. We are falling further adrift of the top places as a result. Bottle Glimt has actually been struggling as well, closing that gap, actually opening that doorway to the possibility that they could be beat. Sandefjord was ahead at least for a day or so, but they partially falling short this month had to do with the fact that they've only played 1 or maybe 2 matches this month, and that's been it. So their extra games that they were ahead of us have just kind of eased off a bit. We are down to 1 game in hand and a 6-point deficit. So even if you win that one, we're down 3 at the moment. The next 2 matches are the hardest remaining on the season, but looking at the calendar overall, it's not looking so good. So we have 8 to play. We have Haugesund, 6th place away. We have Bado Glimt returning to the leader's spot away. And then we have just 6 matches remaining after that. And only half of those are at home. So we have 3 home matches out of 8 that remain on the season. The most difficult 2 coming up next. If we get anything out of these, then we'll still have some sort of chance. If we get even 3 points out of the next 2 matches, I'd say we'll have at least a bit of a chance this season. If we get nothing from these 2, we are definitely going to be in a bit of trouble. Definitely not going to be an easy match, but as we go to kick off on this one, we hope to get 3 points from this. This would be a big stepping stone towards progression this season. Without it, no idea how we pull it off down the stretch. We would definitely need some help from some other teams. If we're going to kind of make things happen on our own, it's got to happen in these next couple matches. As Bergum, what a bend to that ball. He bends that one into the corner. Nothing the keeper could do. From that angle, he shouldn't have been able to do that, but he gets a ton of bend on that. Not a whole lot of power, but he laid it off for Al, and then Al gives it right back. And then he gets that left foot, whips it around, and it's in. 1-0. Ostby, yellow card accumulation for the zillionth time over the last couple of seasons. We know that it's a regular thing. He never gets red carded. That one, I wanted to say was well offside, but maybe not. Maybe he just timed that one really well. From our angle here, you see nothing. This is from the... Oh, no. You can see he just outran. That's just a great ball from the keeper. Keeper gets the assist on this one, and we are level already. Inside 20 minutes played, both teams already managing to score. Corner kick. That's cleared away. Can Al get back to it? He does. Sets up Arsene. Fawoli can't find space. Fawoli's a bit fatigued here. Al avoids the dangerous lunging tackle. Could have been a big-time free kick on that one, but instead he gets the shot off and the keeper makes the stop. About 60% of possession. Both teams committing similar numbers of fouls. Halkeberg, great control there, sets it up for a teammate, but he had 4 guys to get through, and he got through 3 of them. Just couldn't get through the 4th. Oh, come on. That was our header, and we ended up heading it to the striker who is behind everybody. Dangerous free kick. That first guy was offside, but no flag raised. Everybody else was on. Just the player who played the ball was the only offside player. Gillo heads that away. Bergum starts counterattack the other way, linking up with Lovas. Bergum continues his run. He's going to get a second chance. He's ripped down in the box. That's a penalty, and a well-deserved. That's a tap-in goal that they stopped. In that instance, this is where a penalty should exist, and Lovas puts it in. It's 2-1. 12th goal of the season for him. Yeah, Bergum's about to tap that ball in because he's got the shot, but the keeper knocks it down. Bergum right there on it. He's about to just tap it in to make it 2-1, and the defender just grabs him and pulls him to the ground. So based on that, that's a no-brainer. As much as I hate penalties, that's what a penalty should be for. A guy who's about to score, and somebody's just like, oh, no, and then wipes them out. Not this corner of the box. I was breathing near you, and oh no, my shirt touched your shirt, and you go down. BS. That was a penalty. Pena on yellow. Fawoli fatigued. Arsene not as fatigued, but definitely fatigued. Midfield is what we need to watch out for here in the second half. Nice ball over the top. Lovas is going to get to it first. He's going to set it up for Bergum. Bergum has to retreat. Gets it on target, but not able to get a lot of power on it after the way he had to backtrack to get to that ball. 10 minutes played in the second half, and we've had the only chance so far. They've had 6 shots overall, but only 1 on target. We had an offside situation there. But again, the keeper sets them up with a nice long kick. That has been the danger to us so far. Their XG now equal to their goal, but we've already played more than an hour. 20 minutes gone. Gillo gets the free header from 4 yards away and can't get it on target. That's a terrible header from him. Bergam with the free kick. That's going to earn a yellow as the keeper dives across and does get a hand to that one. Palms it away. That's cleared out for the throw. Andreasen now tired and also on a yellow. So really got to start watching out for these guys. What to do. Severetti is tired. Fawoli is still very tired. I think Pena, with his yellow card and struggling on the day, is a good candidate to substitute off. Dangerous play here, but we get it cleared out eventually. We are looking midfield. That is going to be Calzi. Calzi coming on. 87th minute. We've got some changes to make here, if it will let me. Hegestad. Gillo in possession. Wasting time. We are into stoppage. Arsene, Fawoli. Arsene finds Bergam. Bergam through to Lovas. Bangs it off the uprights. And out. I think we might have been offside, so we would have gotten away with one there if it had counted. Calzi with a bad foul, but luckily, advantage play. Sabani makes a nice save, and then Gillo helps him out to clear that one away. This looked offside, and yes, the flag is raised. Time is up. Now we just need a whistle. Sabani, big time on the time wasting. Now everybody pushes up, and then we go short anyway. There's time wasting for you to a T. It's funny how I hate time wasting in real life, but hey, it's part of real life. It's part of the game. In real life, I prefer not to waste time outside a live ball. I'm the type of player in real life where I'm going to take the ball to the corner and play keep away. That's how I time waste. That's how you manage a clock. But I'm not going to do it by standing out of bounds or waiting to take a free kick as long as possible. It might take a few seconds longer, but I don't do the hardcore stuff. Anyway, we do get away with all 3 points today. Kind of fortunate. The XG, though, suggests that it was just about right. Bottle Glimt managed to succumb to the pressure. They lost to Arendelle. They were on the road, but they lost 2-1. They were down 2-0 until a 70th minute goal gave them a glimmer of hope, but it was not to be enough. So with that, the top 3, we all sit on 19 played. That makes the math a lot easier. Bottle Glimt still lead, but they're only 5 points clear of us, and Sandefjord is only 3 points clear. Goal differential, if Bottle Glimt continue, if they get a loss and a draw in their, let's just say, next 2, and we win our next 2, we would be equal on points. Now, a loss and a draw would mean, at best, they have a -1 goal differential. For us, 2 wins would mean, at worst, we'd have a +2 goal differential. So based on that math, we would actually be equal with Bottle Glimt on goal differential, or potentially even better off, right? Because that's best worst case scenarios in both situations. It could easily go beyond that point, right? A 2-goal win or a 3-goal win or a 2-goal loss for them, for example. So that still requires them to lose and draw those next 2 matches for that to happen. Very unlikely. But they did lose the last one, and they did stumble in one of the other ones this month. So Bottle Glimt, they are a team that is suddenly out of form. We are a team with mixed form right now. Sandefjord, they're the ones that you got to watch out for at the moment, as they are very much in form, and they have the best goal differential of anyone. But with Haugesund now behind us, the toughest match that we have left on the calendar is our next match, which is Bottle Glimt. From there, the last 6 are against teams in the bottom 8 places or so. 3 on the road, 3 at home of those final 6. But our chances go up if we could beat Bottle Glimt in the next one, which we've kind of been in that role before, haven't we, with Sandefjord recently. if we can beat Bottle Glimt, we close that gap. We really, really close that gap and give ourselves a decent chance at the run-in. But that's going to do it for this episode. We'll find out next time how we fare against Bottle Glimt. We'll open with that match and then finish up the season. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And bye for now.